shape, proud of your size, proud of your looks and you're proud of your style, proud of your body, your bumper and thighs, you're proud of your complexion, so kill him with a smile.
Born blessed, yeah. Proud of me body, no need no gym now, follow everybody. Me body firm, no, it's not flabby flabby. Shape like me mother and me flavor me daddy. Natural body when you need service. Any boy ya come be my fit deserve this. Set him reservation, reserve this. Serve me pan a platter, yeah, deserve this.
Proud of your shape, proud of your size, proud of your looks and you're proud of your style, proud of your body, your bumper and thighs, you're proud of your complexion, so kill him with a smile. Proud of your shape, proud of your size, proud of your looks and you're proud of your style, proud of your body, your bumper and thighs, you're proud of your complexion, so kill him with a smile.
No girl can't with me down, no with no open and no aisle. Once no me down, come me ya kill them with the style. Can't lick me chip cause it not come with no file. Good girl off you proud, tell them all you want. Sitting fat, get heavy weighted. Good brains, well educated. Bumper high, well elevated. Skin clean, yeah, never tainted. To every girl this dedicated from you.
Proud of your shape, proud of your size, proud of your look and you're proud of your style, proud of your body, your bumper and thighs, you're proud of your complexion, so kill him with a smile. Proud of your shape, proud of your size, proud of your looks and you're proud of your style, proud of your body, your bumper and thighs, you're proud of your complexion, so kill him with a smile. So kill him with a smile. Something right at your feet. Tiffany Malvo.
Oh, you mean? Come on, got it like that.
You're listening to Elevations Radio, your station for uplifting lifestyle and wellness talk radio.
Views expressed on shows are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of these shows and all services provided therein are for personal use only. The Elevations Radio Network holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of information on these shows.
Hey fam, welcome to Let's Be Real with Greg Bam Reaves show here on elevationsradio.com, home of the best indie music you will find online. I am your host, Greg Bam Reaves, and I hope all of you mothers and mother figures had a great Mother's Day this past Sunday. I don't know about the weather where you are, but it was great here in Cleveland. Before I get started, I want to shout out the other shows on Elevations Radio, in case you don't know about it. Starting on Sundays at 4:30, Reclaiming Our Health with Yavanka Hall and Gerald Solomon. And then at 6, our illustrious producer, Mind Healing Conversations, Robin Hill. And then at 7:30, The Queen's Journey with Sade Carlissa Bumpers. And then, of course, there's me on Thursdays. Fridays, we have Just One Hot Mom with Nanika Ansari. I love that name. I really do. And Saturday mornings, we have the Queen Darnella Allen with I Will Live Until I Die. And Saturday afternoon, we talk sports with Bub and Wax on Sports. Now, for anybody that can see me, that's watching me on our Facebook page, I wore this shirt today because we've been having this week around the world in my job. This is not in support of the Celtics. I'm not entertaining any basketball talk this evening. But if this were a sports thing, you see the Cleveland with the thing, that means we're going to own them when they come here. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, the phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. Now, I want to shout out a couple people Well, actually books. And their authors. The first one is Being Karima by Karima Shabazz. Shabazz. I probably should have asked her how to pronounce that. But anyway, it's Shabazz. And this is about a 25-year-old. Karima Shabazz recounts the events in her life that shaped her as an activist in a striking memoir, tackling issues such as racism, bullying, sexual and domestic abuse. Karima reveals what fuels her everyday fight against injustices around the world. And this book is really, really affordable. It's $4, and you can get it on Amazon. Matter of fact, shout out to Amazon, because they've given a lot of us independent authors an opportunity to live our dreams through Create Space. And so check out Being Karima. And Karima is from North Carolina, I believe, South Carolina. She's from the South. Okay, and next, author Margaret Sargent Scott. Now, she has 2 books out, The Pearls of Life, and, okay, it's here. Anyway, she's a self-publishing author, born in Elkton, Kentucky, raised in Evansville, Indiana, and now living in Cleveland, Ohio. Her website is margaretsargentscott.info. And she said about her writing style, my writing style is to inspire and encourage others through my own personal experiences in life. I tell the truth in hopes of helping someone else along the way in life. No good decisions was made when it started off as a lie. I truly believe in this with my whole heart. And she also, her book is, covers the trials and tribulations of Margaret Ann Sargent Scott's life as a youth till the current days of today. She is a survivor of childhood molestation, spousal abuse, domestic violence, malpractice, adultery, and neglect, as well as overcoming her own trials and tribulations. Now, this is, whew, we have a 25-year-old, and I'm not going to say Margaret's age, not that I know it anyway, but I know she's older than 25. And they both have gone through similar things. And again, Amazon gave them an opportunity to express themselves and maybe reach out to others going through similar things and help them through it by reading their book. So I suggest you check out Amazon and check out The Pearls of Life and Being Karima. And I apologize, Margaret. I forgot the name of the other book. I'm just getting too forgetful in my old age. y'all have to forgive me. So we got a little time before I introduce my guest. And like I said, phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. I have to say, oh, wait a minute. I just thought about something. It's Yanni, okay? It's Yanni. Now, let me explain this, because I did some research. I know the actual word is Laurel. I do. I saw it. That's the name that the young man typed in. And this is the explanation I got from a, what do you call them? Linguistic? I don't know. People that study languages and all that stuff. Anyway, so she says that it depends on your hearing. Like certain people can hear a higher pitch than others. So those people that are able to hear a higher pitch hear Yanni. Those who can't hear Laurel. But it also has to do with what are you hearing it on, like the equipment. Like every time I heard it on TV, I heard Yanni. So I'm trying to prove to people that it said Yanni, and I'm trying to find a video to post on my Facebook page proving it's Yanni, and all I heard was Laurel. So I'm like, how is that possible? That's when I discovered this person who studied languages and found out that's why. So my TV must project at a higher pitch than my laptop. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, the true answer is Laurel, but we all hear Yanni. Whatever. So now this woman, this meme craze that's going on, this woman that called the police on a man in Oakland who was barbecuing. I have to say, you all have made my week. There have been some extremely creative and hilarious memes. Maybe it's gone a little bit too far. A little bit too far. I mean, having her at the I Have a Dream speech. I mean, that was funny. That was funny, but I mean, come on. She was on Good Times. She was on the Jeffersons. She was on Sanford and Son. She's just, she was at the Last Supper, like peeping in the window. They are hilarious.
My friend tagged me when they had her on Purple Rain. Now they took it too far now.
Purple Rain?
Call her on she calling on Prince now. So,
oh my!
No, they took it too far.
You can't mess with Prince.
You can't mess with Prince.
You cannot mess with Prince.
No.
But this is hilarious. But it leads me to a more serious topic. Right before I get to that, let me say this. Since you mentioned Prince, someone put up a post putting former artists and recent artists together. Like, who would you want to see collaborate? And he put Prince with Kanye. And I was so upset. Why would you put my dude with that dude?
Well, old Kanye would have been fine.
That's true. I mean, new Kanye probably would be fine musically.
Yeah, Kanye musically would be fine.
I guess whoever came up with that, like, they both were weird.
Yeah, but
because a lot of people look at Prince as being kind of weird.
Kanye musically probably still is fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Musically, but I don't like him now. I just don't like him now. And I was mad because Prince is my hero. And okay, now let's get to the seriousness of this. This woman, for those of you that don't know the story, a woman called the police on a black man barbecuing in a park in Oakland. She said that it was illegal to use charcoal. This woman, come to find out later, is a professor at Stanford. The first thing I thought about was, really? I mean, you don't have anything better to do than police barbecues? It wasn't loud music. It was no drug use or drinking. There was no pit bull running around. None of the things that you normally would think people would call the police, at a park. He was using charcoal. That was enough for her to call the police. Now, if you watch the video, she's being questioned by another white woman who's like, "Are you seriously calling the police because this man is barbecuing?" And, she would answer every now and then, but she's like diligently on that phone trying to reach the authorities because charcoal cannot be used in this park. And then when the police arrived, she started crying as if somebody had really attacked her. Mm-hmm. And she started saying, I'm being harassed. She didn't say, I'm being harassed by that other white woman. She just said, I'm being harassed, to make it seem as if she's being harassed by this man that's barbecuing. That's how I took it. This is the deeper thing that I thought about. Besides all the memes, they're very funny, but this woman knew when she called the police, possibly somebody could get killed. In this climate that we live in today in this country, when the police are called on black men, many times they die. That's a very real possibility when you call the police. And you're calling the police on something that's really, in my opinion, stupid.
Here's my thing, and because we all see it and we all know it, but what I saw someone post today, a Caucasian Facebook friend, who was a community leader. I'm going to put it at that. I'm not going to call this person out and what their position is, but a community leader, white community leader. And they were saying that she may have just been an overzealous environmentalist because she's a professor in environmental studies or something like that. She's a doctor.
Okay.
And that bothered me because the refusal to accept what is.
Right.
And wanting to explain it away as something else. Mm-hmm. When racism racism really is just as blunt as the good old South call it, what it is.
Yeah.
It usually is going to be masked as something else. Mm-hmm. You're going to harass someone for not for something other than just being black. You're not just going to call the police on
right.
I'm calling the police on black people because they're black. That's usually not going to be what it is. You're going
That's
to find,
what it is, but not said.
Right, we're not going to say it, but you're going to call them on sleeping in the public space because this is not what this area is
I was
for.
I was gonna add that to it also.
Barbecuing in a place where there should not be charcoal, or the most recent one I posted, the black man is walking his child in the park. It seemed strange that he's walking this. Obviously, when you look at the picture,
in the stroller,
right? But obviously,
and the child is a little lighter,
fair-skinned baby, and this dark-skinned man just looks a little suspicious.
Yeah.
The one man who's the investment man who's investing in the property that's next door to the lady, so he's there to take pictures, and he's proven to her that I'm here to take pictures of this home. But the police checked her and said, "You harass this man one more time, we're going to take you in."
Yeah.
But it's rarely going to be. It's a suspicious looking black person, and I just don't like the way they look, and I'm calling the police because they're black. They're not going to. You're
making up a reason.
That. I mean, they're going to find some law that they can use to impose on this person.
Even if that were true, that she was an overzealous environmentalist, your first instinct is to call the police. Okay, I didn't see the beginning. I think that she did actually approach him first. So you can't use charcoal, and he's like, "Ma'am, I'm minding my own business. I don't want no trouble."
Right.
And that's when she decided to call the police. I'm like, "So are you walking the streets of Oakland, calling the police on people that's smoking cigarettes in areas outside that's designated non-smoking areas, like Cleveland Clinic? You can't smoke on their property. Period. People do it all the time. But I mean, is that what you're doing? And D.L. Hughley brought up a good point that Oakland is a hot spot now. You got a lot of people moving there because of the success of the Warriors, and the Bay Area is starting to grow. So you got these Silicon Valley people starting to move into these black areas, and they don't know the rules. You know what I mean? Like, you come to Woodhill and call the police on us for barbecuing. For those of you not in Cleveland, Woodhill is our gathering spot for African Americans. Has been forever.
It's the park.
And we barbecue there every day of the summer. That's what we do. But you brought up a couple of other ones I wanted to mention. Young lady sleep in a dorm, and you call the police. You call the police on a person sleeping. The police on a person sleeping. You didn't attempt to wake them up. You didn't tell the dorm whatever person. You called the police. And we in this country see what happens when the police get involved. Not every time. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm saying we've seen several instances where police and black people have a misunderstanding, and one of us winds up not breathing, and it's usually us. Entertainer T.I. coming home. Maybe he was intoxicated, but he's at home.
Right. And it was his own security.
Yes. Wait.
His own
That's it. Eventually, the police did come. They just escorted her out.
Did you see the one about the lawyer that just happened?
Oh, see that one? You know what? I tried not to even go there because this guy actually has me angry. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you how stupid, and yeah, I'm using the word stupid, this attorney at law is. Mm-hmm. He's talking to this man's employees and said, I pay their welfare. Dude, they're working. Right. What do you mean? You know,
they're paying taxes. Right. Oh, I'm calling ICE.
Yeah. And ICE responded like, you can't do that, bro. We don't play that. You can't use.
They said something. They responded to that.
Yeah. They said you can't use it as a threat.
Well, that's not cool. I believe the governor or senator or somebody responded and said he's contacting his board, his licensing board.
Yeah.
Reporting him.
That's Governor Cuomo because that was in New York.
Yeah.
His brother Andrew is Andrew the governor or
I can't remember. Chris
is the one on CNN?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Cuomo brothers, long history in politics, and they are lawyers. Mm-hmm. The one on CNN is a lawyer too.
But that goes to they rarely are just going to write out say racist, right? But they're going to say you're breaking some rule of some sort.
Why would you just you're an attorney. Mm-hmm. You know you're being filmed because you keep looking at the camera. Like you want this out there and telling these people you're probably illegal.
And I kept watching him. So he talks like he has some sort of accent. I wanted to know before I saw what his name was. Mm-hmm. I'm like, he had some sort of dialect. What is he?
Yeah.
And then his
first thing I thought was Greek.
Right. That's what I was thinking. And then his name comes out and I'm looking like it looks kind of Jewish, you know.
Yeah.
So that being said, how dare he?
But did you see the walk when he was walking away? I don't know if you can see me. If you're watching me on Facebook, Tough Guy's got this walk. It's just like, Anyway, yeah, that guy was a real idiot. And this is getting out of hand. But we're at the halfway point. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to play a couple songs. And remember to call in at 440-252-0518. And we'll be right back.
I'm Carol Johnson from Burlington, North Carolina, and I listen to Let's Be Real with Greg Bam Reaves Thursdays from 6 to 7 p.m. on Elevations Radio.
So 5'5", nice brown eyes, she stay fly. You know what I'm saying? She's so bad, I'm trying to make her mine. What I gotta do to let her know I ain't playing? Cause girl, you been messing with the wrong type of brothers that don't even open doors for you. And I'm the type of man who will treat you like a queen and love you like a man's supposed to. Oh please, give me the opportunity to show you what I mean. Cause I can be your king if you just let me. And I wanna make you mine. Chocolate love. I said I wanna make you mine, mine. Chocolate love. I said I wanna make you mine, mine.
Every time she walks by, I can hear the angels singing. Sweet as can be, is this real? I could be dreaming. Cause I've been searching far and wide for somebody I can love and bring home to. You might be the one shining bright like the sun. It's like I kissed the skin on you. Oh please, give me the opportunity to show you what I mean. Cause I can be your king if you just let me. And I wanna make you mine.
Chocolate love, 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 love. chocolate love, chocolate love, chocolate love, chocolate love. Yeah. Oh, please give me the opportunity, yeah, to show you what I mean. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I can be your king if you just let me. And I wanna make you mine. Chocolate love. Chocolate love, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, we're back with Let's Be Real with Greg Bam Reaves. What you just heard was Cleveland's own Stan Edward Moore with You're Amazing. And before that was Kansas City's Soul Revival with Chocolate Love. I keep telling you we got great music on this station, and if you'd like to submit some music to be played on Elevations Radio, hit us up at elevationsradio.com on the contact section, or hit us on our Facebook page, Elevations Radio Facebook page. Also, while I'm at it, while I'm giving out information and all that, I do still play music. I'm a DJ, Quitting Time Productions. You can hit me up at...
Hi, this is Kym Whitehead.
Oh, are you here?
I was calling in.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're on the air. Hold on 1 second. Let me finish my info.
Oh, my God. All right.
Hold on 1 second. So that's my guest.
Right.
I guess you all know that's my guest, but hold on 1 second. You hit me up if you need a DJ, affordable DJ. I love doing outdoor parties and stuff like that. Hit me up at QTL LLC. Wait a minute, that's not right. QTP LLC at yahoo.com. That's Quitting Time Productions. And now, what you've all been waiting for, and so have I. My guest today is actress, brand ambassador, Miss Kym Whitehead. Welcome.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. I was hoping I called in on time. I think I may be a minute late. Sorry about that.
Well, you're about 40 minutes late, but that's okay. No, I'm kidding.
40? No, whatever.
No,
I said
I know.
40.
I know. I'm just messing with you. You know I got to be silly. So let me read off some of your credentials real quick. Like I said, Kym is an actress and a brand ambassador. We'll get to that in a minute, as well as a mom and good friend and all that stuff. But in 2015, you were a murder witness in the movie Criminal Activities, which was filmed in Cleveland. And also in 2015, you were a sports bar patron in Concussion. And also in 2015, you had a busy 2015. 2015, you were in Fathers and Daughters. You played a park mom. 2015, you played a boxing spectator in Southpaw, one of my favorite movies. Love Southpaw. You were in the Cleveland Abduction TV movie. You were a hospital mom. And The Bronze, you played a judge. Okay. And in 2013, you were in Silver Bells. 2001, you were in Proximity as a pedestrian. You have been quite busy in 2015, I see.
Yeah.
So what do you...
a lot of my background stuff, I'll admit, it really doesn't count in the big world. I'm from New York, and when you're dealing with the New York market or the California market, the LA market, a lot of background stuff really doesn't count. So that stuff is an amateur kind of resume.
Okay.
When you work in bigger markets, only your speaking parts count. So that's the stuff that you want to have on there. So
right.
I have Silver Bells on there. I have the television series that premiered on Bounce Network, The Land, FAU, which
right. I was about to get to that.
For Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Land, FAU. So that stuff really, really counts. The background stuff is really to get someone that wants to get into the business. They want to get familiar with being on the set.
Right.
With just being on the set. So in a smaller market that doesn't film, they may film a lot of major movies, but the speaking roles go to the big LA artists or the big New York artists. If you want to just be familiar with being on the set and how it works, being in the background is crucial to making a movie. And most productions that you become a background in, most of the staff will let you know, and even the big producers, they'll let you know that background makes the scene.
Right,
You can't minimize when you get a role and you just, I'm just a background actor, just a background. it really makes a scene, because without the people walking in the background, without the people filling in the blanks, the movie isn't made. It's just screened with the main actors and actresses. So I don't ever want to minimize any time that I get booked as a background.
There you go.
Because it does. It fills in the scene. Yeah.
Right. And I would like to thank Kym personally. She helped me get my feet wet. I've been in three commercials so far. No, I take that back. 2 commercials. One was a commercial, but it wasn't for the public. It was like at a hospital, area hospital. It was really just for them. But I got to be in 2 commercials, and they were both with LeBron James. And one of them, the Intel commercial. If you pause it around the 40-second mark, you might see the top of my head. So, but,
I know, I've been there when you gotta tell people pause.
Yeah.
I did Proximity years ago with Rob Lowe. I did Proximity. I think it was like in 2000.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It says 2001.
2000. It was years ago, and I was like, if you pause, you'll see whatever. Because it was just great to be on the set, and it was great to be on the set and to get the familiarity of being on the set. And taking direction from people on the set. So you know, when you see Denzel, when you see the big screen artists, when you see Taraji, when you see them on the big screen, it's not all about, we're just looking glamorous. It's really, really work.
Yeah.
It's really work.
Yeah,
it's not like, we're just having fun. No, it's really work. And they will shoot a scene 2 and 3 times, 4 times. Heck, I was in Southpaw, and I was booked as a background, a feature background, but it was given a speaking line that was eventually cut out. So you will be on a set for a while and still get your scene cut out and still get your scene. But that's a part of the business. That's just a part of it.
I do know.
It's not about being seen. It's not about it.
I do know the first LeBron commercial I was in, a Nike commercial when he first came back to Cleveland. That was a 14-hour day. And I've watched that commercial at least 100 times and still can't find me. I'm not in the commercial.
Here's the thing, you post on social media, I'm on set, I'm in the front, look for me, and then it gets cut out, but that's a part of the editing process. When I was in Silver Bells, I played the wife of Antonio Vargas.
Right, I saw that photo.
As a lot of people know, I was his wife, and because I'm a Christian, I'm also a ministry leader at my church. There was a scene in the film where I got to pray out loud to the Lord, and I was so super excited about doing that. I was so super excited, and the way that the script was written, the way that the words were written for the prayer, I couldn't say it with authenticity. I couldn't say it. I couldn't say it like I meant it. I just couldn't say it. And I'm not. It's not because the writer was not a Christian, etc. But I couldn't read it the way I think that she meant it to be read. And it turns out that while we were filming, the writer was on the set, and I was like, "Oh my God! I don't know if I could say it like she meant it." And we did it. We had to do it at least 10, 13 times. Right. And eventually, when the film came out, that part of the prayer, it got cut out the scene. And I'm 100% positive it's because I couldn't authenticate it the way that she wanted it. I wanted to bring myself to the scene. I wanted to bring myself to the character. And because she was on the set, I felt obligated to read it as she wrote it. But it wasn't a part of me. And so it became difficult. And eventually, it got cut out of that scene. And that was my big moment. I was like, oh my God, I get to pray out loud to the Lord on camera. And I was like, And when when I finally saw the film, it was cut out. It was edited out.
Oh, wow.
So, it goes to the territory. No big deal.
I also introduced you as a brand ambassador. Would you tell our audience what a brand ambassador is?
Okay, well, the simplest way for me to explain it is, like in New York, we have the United Nations, and you have ambassadors from other countries that come to the United Nations to represent their country, and they are ambassadors for their country. A brand ambassador is an ambassador for a brand, a representative for a brand. And so I've been doing sales and marketing for more than 20 years, where I've been representing brands across the country. Marketing companies hire people like me, or staffing agencies hire people like me to represent their brands. So as a brand ambassador, you get hired by a marketing company or a staffing agency to represent their clients. And what they do, the shortcut way is they train you temporarily to represent their brand, whether it's Chrysler or Bridgestone or Kavita Probiotics. They train you. They give you a branded uniform shirt or a branded uniform, and then you go out and you execute at different events, and you represent the brand. So when you have on a Chrysler shirt or a Kavita shirt or a Bridgestone shirt or a Charbroil shirt, it doesn't matter. You go out and you represent the brand at different events, and they pay you to do this. And it's been very lucrative. Right. It's been awesome. I get to work basically wherever I feel like hanging out that day. The money is not consistent. The money's not consistent. Right. Because people think, oh, it's a 9-to-5 job. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's a whenever job. So I only apply for jobs and events that I'm able to work. Yeah. And the money's not consistent, but I make a decent living for my lifestyle. And I've had people say, hey, can you work full-time doing this kind of work? And it depends. I say, yeah, but it depends on what your lifestyle, requires. Right, yeah. I'm a person that lives a very frugal life. I don't have cable. I don't have a Fire Stick. I don't have satellite dish. What? My sons and I, I know. People are like, what? I don't even have internet in my home. And people think, oh, you living in the woods. No. I'm frugal like that. My cell phone plan, shout out to T-Mobile, because I love T-Mobile. I've been with them for years. We have hotspot. So I use my hotspot for my internet at my home. Okay. And my internet, my sons and I, we read a lot. We read
that's great.
An enormous amount. So when it comes to cable, whatever, or watching movies, their television, they have a television in their room. They use their television for gaming when they want to do their video gaming. But as far as, we have Netflix. And Netflix is free with T-Mobile. I mean, we're very frugal. And our money goes to traveling. If you follow me or want to know about me, we're always taking staycations, mini vacations, or we're flying on planes, trains, and automobiles. We're always traveling. That's where our money goes. So we don't do a lot of just, internet and cable and watching TV. It's always outdoors and traveling.
And Silver Bells is on Netflix, just so people know. So I want to ask you about. Silver Bells is on Netflix. I want to ask you about the land FAU. Now I saw. I think it was the first episode, the pilot. Yeah, I saw the pilot.
Yes.
But I haven't seen anything since. So it's still.
I know.
Still doing
I know. And unfortunately, I can't speak on it right now.
Okay.
Tommy Ford, the legendary Tommy Ford, the late, great Tommy Ford, who was on the Martin Lawrence show, he played Sarge on The Land, which is short for Cleveland. FAU, the Fugitive Apprehension Unit. I played the chief of police, and he was my subordinate.
You're like Esapathia. I said you were like Esapathia from Law and Order. The sergeant.
Yeah, I I know. I'm such an authority figure.
Right.
And that's what my website shows me as with my demo reel. He was one of my subordinates, and during the filming of the show, which got picked up by Bounce Network, he died during the filming.
Yeah.
He died during the filming, and unfortunately, production has not replaced him yet.
And that was odd when you shared the pilot with me. It was like he passed like that next week or something. Or
I mean, yeah.
From the time I saw it, he probably had already. I don't know how that worked out, but
he passed. He passed in the middle of production.
Oh wow!
We would still be filming, had he not died. We would still be filming had he not died.
Is that actually filmed? Is that actually filmed in Cleveland?
Huh?
Was that actually filmed in Cleveland? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Let me tell you what. Dominique Paramore, Devin Collins, Crystal. Listen, let me tell you what. This is a show directed, produced, all the actors, everyone is from Cleveland.
Right.
I'm not from Cleveland. I'm from New York, but I'm here now.
Yeah.
But still, Hollywood, I guess, saw what we were doing, wanted to take it over and put some Hollywood spin on it. But the director, Dominique Paramore, she remained true and said, listen, we can do this all here. We don't need to have big city Hollywood people come in and take over. We have the talent right here to produce right here and to make a quality show for television. Right. And they gave her a chance. She produced it. She did what she promised, and she delivered. And Bounce Network picked it up.
Yeah,
and then unfortunately, Tommy died.
Yeah, there's a great interview with her on YouTube also.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's an excellent writer. She's extremely talented and passionate. And it's unfortunate. Tommy passed. He hasn't been replaced. We're still waiting to go back into production. The series still will go on. But Bounce Network loved it. Yeah. And the viewership, they loved it. And if you go, the first episode, the pilot, it aired on YouTube October 15th. Well, it aired on Bounce Network October 15th, but you can still find The Land, FAU. It's a 30-minute pilot. You can still find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It aired. My friends got great reviews. Everyone loved it. They want to see more, and we're waiting for a replacement. So hopefully we'll be going back into the studio sooner rather than later. Okay.
I hate this, but I have to let you go. I got to have you back where we have more time.
That's all right. I've enjoyed being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck, and my prayers with you and the show. Maybe
I appreciate you.
I can get a role in there or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm bald head.
Hey,
I'm about the same age as Tommy was.
I tag you.
Right. Thank you so much, dear.
You. Thank you for your time.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All righty. Well, people, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I want to talk some more about that, what we were talking about in the first half of the show, but we don't have to say that for another day. But wait a minute.
I just saw an article. The lawyer just got kicked out of his office space.
I saw that coming.
And they're pushing the congressman or whoever is pushing to get him disbarred.
This guy, I really think he thinks that impressed Donald Trump and he's going to get in somehow.
What he thought,
that was just absolutely ridiculous. What you just basically threw your career away. You're not Giuliani. You can't get off. You can't get away with that. Mm-hmm. So, we got so much more to talk about. We're going to see y'all next Thursday. In the meantime, develop your hunger for knowledge and feed it. Pick up a book and read it. Set a goal and see it through. And always, always, fam, believe in you. Peace and love.
spread your wings and fly. Cause baby, you can touch the sky. Open your eyes. See, baby, you were born to fly. Take off, soar high. Cause baby, you can touch the sky. Open your eyes. See, baby, you were born to fly. Open your eyes, live your dreams. Don't just sit by.